Here is the refreshed 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sahara. There are a bunch of different changes to this. Some changes are very noticeable and some are pretty small. I will be covering both of those in this video, and also in this video I'll be going over what trims are available with the Jeep Wrangler, what safety features you get with this Sahara trim, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and the pricing. If you guys are new here, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so be sure to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Also, thank you to My Mississauga Chrysler for allowing me to review this Sahara. I'll leave their contact information down in the description, and if you do want to reach out to someone, definitely hit up Stefan. Starting with the different trims that you can get when it comes to the Jeep Wrangler, there are 8 trims to pick from. This will be the Sport, Sport S, Willys, Sahara, High Altitude, Rubicon, and the all-new trim Rubicon X and the Rubicon 392. And there's also new 4xe models this year, like the Sport S and the Rubicon X. Each of these trims will have their own unique features and options, as well as exterior looks and interior looks. Now, for the safety features you will get with the Sahara trim, this includes the forward collision warning with active braking, advanced brake assist, and the adaptive cruise control with stop. But this Sahara does also have the optional safety group added to it, so this is also going to give you the Park Sense rear park assist system and the blind spot monitoring and rear cross path detection. And also a new thing is that you get standard side curtain airbags. Taking a look at what powers the Sahara, this one has the 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, and this is going to give you 270 horsepower along with 295 pound-foot of torque, with capabilities of towing about 3,500 pounds when equipped properly. Fuel economy wise, this gives you a combined 11.5 liters per 100 kilometers. The front of the Sahara definitely looks sharper now with the new grille. Starting with the bumper, it's the same black bumper with the aluminum trim around the LED fog lights, which are actually standard now. Then there's also the 2 front tow hooks. Then is the refreshed 7-slot grille, which I think looks way better now. There's also more aluminum trim around each of the slots, and if you look closely, there's also a front off-road camera, which comes with the technology package that this Sahara has. And like the LED fog lights, the LED reflector headlamps are also standard for 2024. Also, you'll notice that there's no antenna sticking out on these now because it's all integrated into the front windshield. Coming to the side of the Jeep, it's still got the iconic Jeep shape and styling. Up top, this Jeep has the upgraded body color 3-piece hardtop, and around the windows it's the usual black trimming, and same thing goes for the door handles, which are black, along with the side mirrors, which are also black. Then you've got the trail rated Sahara and the Jeep badging in chrome with the Wrangler decal as well. Another thing added on to this Sahara are the side steps, and also new for 2024 are these sleeker looking 18-inch wheels with the aluminum and gray, along with the all-terrain tires, which do cost extra. Coming around to the back of the Sahara, like the front, is the rear black bumper with the rear safety sensors and reflectors. Also, there's another tow hook back here, and on the spare tire in the middle is the backup camera. Like the front lights, the rear lights are also LED, and opening up the tailgate, you still get the same amount of room back here, and it's not all that bad. Back here, you've also got a 12-volt outlet and the Alpine subwoofer, which does come a part of the technology group. Lifting up the carpet area, you have some more space here to put cold drinks and whatnot, since this does have the drain plug there. Coming into the rear of the Wrangler, the door trim is pretty simple. At the bottom is some space that you can use and the netting, and the armrest area has leather plus this nice goldish accent stitching. As for the rear seats, and you'll notice the front seats as well when I go there, that these are the upgraded premium McKinley leather seats, and even these have the accent stitching and are pretty comfy. Dropping down the center area will be the cup holders, and behind the driver and passenger seats will be more netting space. On the rear console will be the venting, rear window buttons, USB ports, and a 115-volt outlet. Coming to the front of the Sahara, it's just like the rear but with a bigger area at the bottom, and then the usual side mirror controls. As for the front seats, and like I mentioned, these are the upgraded seats, plus you have the Sahara stitched into them. And also the front seats do come heated as standard now. Now, new for 2024, and personally, I'm glad that this was done, you now have power adjustable front seats. I know many hardcore Jeep lovers will hate this, but I think it's nice. Underneath are just the pedals, and above is this image of a Wrangler and Gladiator, which is also a new thing. Then are the usual lighting controls and cluster dimmer. This is something so small, but this is a new small accent detail. and the steering wheel is manual adjustable. Entering inside of the Wrangler, the dash has the hard and soft material. Now for the cluster area, this remains slightly the same, but the designing around it has changed. I do wish, however, that there was a package or something that could give you the full digital cluster, but then again, I think a lot of people would lose their mind. In the middle is the small screen where you can display all sorts of vehicle information, and some of the menus will have more things within them. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather with more accent stitching and the chrome trim, plus it's also heated, which is standard. On the left side will be the cluster control, Bluetooth, and phone buttons. The other side has the cruise control and follow distance control buttons. Behind will be the indicator and high beams, along with the front and rear wiper controls. Also behind are the media controls. The center armrest area has more contrast stitching, and opening up the first section, there's some small space in here, and opening up the main section, there's some decent deep storage space, along with a USB port. Now on the center console will be the cup holders, parking brake, different drive modes, and the shifter. Behind this is some more small open space, then another 12-volt outlet, window controls, USB, and aux ports. Above are the usual temperature controls with the front heated seat and steering wheel buttons, along with a few buttons including the mute, auto start stop, traction control, hazards, parking sensor button to turn them on and off, hill descent control, and the screen off. Also, the venting right under the screen is pretty sleek now and it fits nicely. Then you've got this all new beautiful 12.3 inch touchscreen, and like the power seats, this was much needed I think. This looks way more sleeker and how it's integrated into the dash without it looking all that bad. So on here you have this dual screen which are your widgets, and you can change these or even add more on the next page. Under the media section will be the AM, FM, Sirius XM, and wireless phone connectivity. Next is the map section, and if you're low on fuel, it will let you know of the gas stations that are close to you. Next is the comfort section, and here will be the temperature controls, or you can use the buttons below. Next is the phone section once you have it paired. Moving on to the vehicle section, and under the controls area will be the mirror dimmer and the front and rear cameras. And this is new as well, where it shows the clean camera and rear glass. Before, it just used to clean the front camera. And you've also got this nice Jeep image to the right. Under the dashboard area are off-road pages. So here you can see different things about the Wrangler, especially if you're going off-roading. Then under the settings area, you can fine-tune many of the things about your Jeep to your liking. Finally, under apps will be pretty much what I just went over, and there's also Alexa built in. Also, if you press the top bar area where the temperature thing is, this will bring up the shortcut, and even swiping down on the screen brings up the shortcuts. Up top is the mirror, assist, and SOS. Here is the key and what it looks like for the Jeep. It's still a typical Jeep key. Coming around to the passenger side, the dash has the accent stitching plus the accent piece. Also, the grab handle has changed as well. Then is the typical glove compartment area. Here is the window sticker for this Sahara. You've got the standard things and the optional things that are added to this. The MSRP you see is in Canadian dollars, and this may be minus any dealer discounts and manufacturer rebates if they're being offered. Well, that does it for this refreshed 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sahara. Let me know what you think of this. Do you love it or do you hate it?